I have a weird connection to one of these games for a very roundabout reason, which we'll get to toward the end of the video, because for now, we gotta touch on the news itself, as well as an update on the potential leak from a few months ago. Let's get to it. So first up, we have the fact that there are two new N64 games coming to Switch Online on December 17th, being Rayman 2, The Great Escape, and Tonic, Trouble. So let's go ahead and play the trailer real quick so you can enjoy some of the footage for yourself. Now, Rayman 2 is a critically acclaimed game. I've never actually played it myself. I haven't played either of these games, but I've been wanting to. I actually own Rayman 2 on the N64, and it came with an awesome green cartridge, as you can clearly see right now. Clearly get it. And I'm excited to hop in and check this out for myself. Now, the other game is Tonic Trouble, which is unfortunately not quite as critically acclaimed by memory, but I also don't think I've ever actually played it myself. But this, as it turns out, is the game I have a weird connection to, which we'll get to in a few moments here. But something else that's fun about this update is not only will I be streaming it on, of course, December 16th, the day before, because it comes out the night before the official release date, but also is how this ties into that leak from a few months ago, where people noticed, and we covered it ourselves, that a blurred image from an update trailer for NSO, where you can see the images in the background are blurred, may have revealed upcoming games. And sure enough, the box art matched up, or the blurred images matched up with box arts. And as you can see, one of those games is Rayman 2. We previously also just had Forsaken not too long ago, and look down there. Over to the right, yeah, Super Smash Brothers was among them, along with DK64 and, well, Glover. Who really cares about that one? Sorry, everyone. Sorry, Glover fans. All three of you. But DK64 and Smash Brothers, the leak is proving to be true. The prophecy is proving to be true. So at this point, it seems like DK64 and Super Smash Brothers are just a matter of time, even if they don't make it in time for 2025. Now, let's get back to that weird connection I was talking about to Tonic Trouble, because it actually involves this issue of Nintendo Power that I picked up a few years ago. I used to have it as a kid, but I lost it at some point, so I had to repurchase it for a very good reason, because even though Tonic Trouble is on the cover, my connection to it has nothing to do with it, because if you turn all the way to page 112, near the end of the magazine, behind or just before the Vigilante 8 coverage there, we can take a look at the Nintendo Power scoreboard. And if you take a look at the first slot here, they have a section for Banjo-Kazooie, but specifically best times for Mumbles Mountain, 100%ing Mumbles Mountain. And if you look all the way down here, near the bottom of the list, there is someone named Andre Seegers from Issaquah, Washington, with a clear time of 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Yes, I actually submitted a time for a challenge they posted in Nintendo Power, because they did a monthly challenge. One of them was 100%ing Mumbles Mountain and Banjo-Kazooie, and as it turns out, I was an early speedrunner. Unfortunately, while I did get printed, I wasn't at the top of the list, but I'm still pretty proud of making it onto the list at all. And what's even fun here is I didn't, this was back in the days before, everyone had a digital camera, except for the fact I did have a digital camera in the form of a Game Boy camera. So I took a picture of my time on the pause screen using a Game Boy camera. I printed it out using the Game Boy printer, which I also have somewhere, on this little 1x1 black and white sticker, which you can barely make out, sent it in, and they actually published it in this freaking issue with Tonic Trouble on the cover. Of all the issues that got published, it had to be the one Tonic Trouble. Hey, maybe it's an amazing game, and I'm actually just, not being fair to it. And also, I have to admit, that face does kind of look like mine, doesn't it? God, I wish I'd never made that connection. In any case, that's my fun connection to Tonic Trouble. Super roundabout thing, and I thought it was fun being published in Nintendo Power, even though the magazine sadly no longer exists. By the way, since I no longer have the green screen turned on, you can actually see how the Rayman 2 cartridge looks properly as well. So I'll be streaming both those games on December 17th, or again the 16th, the day before. So stay tuned for that, and that's all I got for you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me to the end for my fun little story, and we'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.